My name is Rudolph, but most folks just call me Whiskers. I'm not your average house cat. I've got a bit of wanderlust in my bones, a craving for adventure that just won't quit. So when I heard tales of the enchanted forest on the edge of town, I knew I had to see it for myself. It was a crisp autumn morning when I set out on my grand expedition. The leaves were turning shades of gold and crimson, and there was a tang of magic in the air that set my whiskers to twitching with excitement. I didn't know what lay ahead, but I was ready to find out. As I padded through the outskirts of town, the familiar sights and sounds began to fade away, replaced by the hush of the forest and the whisper of the wind through the trees. The path ahead was dappled with sunlight, leading me deeper into the heart of the wilderness. The further I ventured into the forest, the thicker the shadows grew, and the more mysterious the world around me became. But I wasn't afraid. No, I was thrilled to be exploring this untamed realm where magic danced just out of sight. Suddenly, I heard it, the faintest tinkling of bells, like laughter carried on the breeze. My ears pricked up, and I followed the sound deeper into the forest, my heart racing with anticipation. What wonders awaited me in this hidden realm? As I pressed on, the forest seemed to come alive around me. Strange lights flickered between the branches, and the air was thick with the scent of moss and earth. I could feel the pulse of the forest beneath my paws, a rhythm as old as time itself. And then, just when I thought things couldn't get any stranger, I saw them, tiny figures flitting among the trees, their wings shimmering in the dappled light. Fairies, I realized with a thrill, their laughter like music in my ears. I approached them cautiously, not wanting to startle the delicate creatures. But to my surprise, they welcomed me with open arms, their voices like bells ringing out in greeting. They told me tales of the forest, of its ancient spirits and hidden treasures, and I listened with rapt attention. But it wasn't just the fairies who called this forest home. As I journeyed deeper into the woods, I encountered spirits of the trees themselves, their voices echoing through the branches. They told me of the secrets they guarded, of the wisdom they held, and I knew then that I was in the presence of something truly magical. As the day wore on, I explored every corner of the forest, from the towering canopy to the shadowy depths below. I discovered hidden glades where flowers bloomed year-round, and crystal-clear streams where fish danced in the sunlight. And through it all, I felt the magic of the forest coursing through my veins, filling me with a sense of wonder I had never known before. But as the sun began to set and the shadows lengthened, I knew it was time to bid farewell to this enchanted realm. I said my goodbyes to the fairies and the spirits of the trees, promising to return one day soon. And as I made my way back home, I knew that I would carry the memory of this extraordinary adventure with me always. As I slipped through the door of my cozy little cottage, I couldn't help but smile to myself. I may be just a humble house cat, but I had journeyed to the ends of the earth and back again, discovering wonders beyond my wildest dreams. And as I curled up by the fire, I knew that no matter where my adventures took me next, I would always carry the spirit of the enchanted forest in my heart.